So we are back with another reaction video, man. Let's see how this is actually gonna be. Cottonwood EP, Nle Choppa, 22-minute song, 9 tracks right here. Like I did say previously, I did listen to the track with Blueface, the remix, Shot of Flow, and I did listen to the original one, of course. He has both tracks right here on the EP. I want to see how it's actually gonna be throughout the entire EP, how the tracks are actually gonna sound, if it's gonna have that type of aggressive, hard-hitting beat when it comes to the instrumentals and the production. I want to see how his flow is actually going to be. Remember, this guy's actually 17, bro, if I'm not mistaken. So at this point, I feel kind of old, to be honest, because I'm 22 and the average age right now for rappers is actually around 17 to 19 at this point. So it's interesting to see how demographics actually switch up, how each time music just gets kind of younger and younger, and it's actually a young man's game at this point, bro. But either way, let's get right to the EP. Let's see how Nle Choppa is going to actually perform throughout these tracks. Let's just get right into it, bro. The first track's going to be Untold. Hold up, bro. This shit sounds way too loud. Alright, bro. Let's get to this track right now. Volume was way too loud right there. Bro, he really said, now she digested my kids like it was ecstasy. That's a funny line. That's a funny line. It's a tough line at the same time. The way he's saying it is so aggressive. Like, you start to realize, wait, this is actually... Did he really just say this shit? Like, she's just digesting my kids like it was ecstasy. Yeah, so he really did start this project with a very, very aggressive beat, bruh. Very fast-paced type of flow. Like, the way he just said that line of... She got my dick on her breath every time she speaks. I'm like, what the fuck? This motherfucker be saying some funny lines right here, my guy. But the way he actually says it, making it sound aggressive with these hard-hitting beats and this heavy production, like, honestly, it just sounds like you wouldn't expect to actually hear that. But once you listen to the lyrics, you're like, wait, he actually did say that right there. Let's see how Step is going to be, if he's actually going to keep going for these type of aggressive beats and this type of fast flow, hard-hitting flow. Let's see how it's actually gonna be throughout this project, my guy. Bro, I thought he went fast on the first track, but right here, the way he just went into the track and the beat, that flow was crazy, bro. That flow was nasty right there. Even though he's going for the same type of topics on his tracks, it might honestly be the consistency on the beats and the flow. And honestly, this flow, like I said previously, like, this flow was actually fast, and he did kind of switch it up through the mid part of the track. So I actually did enjoy this track more than the first one, Untold, even though the first one wasn't a bad track when it comes to the beat and his flow. Sad we did listen to it already. I actually did do a reaction to it, so I'm gonna go right to Click Clack. LBJ. You don't even know me. Bro, he really said I put a hole in your head just like a stereo. That's tough. You see, it's like these type of lines that they sound tough with that type of aggressiveness, and then you realize, wait, he really said like a stereo. What? Again, he be saying these funny lines with an aggressive type of flow. You stay like, did he really say that shit? But either way, this track was actually probably the most aggressive track so far on the project. It's like every single track we keep listening to actually has a more aggressive, hard-hitting beat. Let's see how Matrix is gonna be right here, bro. Check this track out, bro. We killing shit just like the Matrix. Money got no safety. I know these niggas hate. This flow's be getting faster right here, bro. It's not a bad track. This probably has the most switch ups when it comes to his flow. Like, he went to a lot of different type of flows with different type of tones too. Like, at some points he had a very high voice, then he just went back to that aggressive lower type of tone that's more his regular type of tone. But it's not a bad track. But honestly, when it comes to like catching my attention from the beat, maybe just thinking if this would be a track that I would repeat, Not necessarily a track I might actually just go like, hey, listen, I'm gonna listen to this Matrix shit right here from Nle Choppa on my car, some shit like that. Honestly, I didn't feel like it was actually a track that has replay value. The subject matter, if he actually tries to make some more different type of subject matters into his tracks, that would actually benefit him a lot. Okay, I like the second floor right here more. It sounds better. Okay, so I did actually like the second part from that track more. Maybe the only line that actually did get stuck in my head was the way he just said, I want all the fucking smoke like I'm cancer. Like, maybe it's not one of the best lines you'll ever hear, but at the same time, I was like, okay, I kind of get where you were trying to go right there with that type of reference, but it's not like an amazing line. But I definitely gotta say, like, there's some good tracks right here. Like, I did enjoy the Click Clack track, Untold, and Step. I did actually enjoy those tracks a lot. Let's see how it's actually gonna be right here with Chances, because I did listen to Shot of Flow. Let's just see how this track's gonna be right here. I'll play Shot of Flow as well either way, bro. Okay. That was actually my favorite beat from the project. I just like the different type of combination of sounds, the way it just started, and then it entirely, the beat, the production was actually very good. Chances might be one of my favorite tracks, if not my favorite, along with Untold, Step, Click Clack. Let's just play Shot of Flow one more time. This is the first track I listened to from Nle Choppa. Let's play the remix right here with Blueface. Like I said, I did actually listen to this previously. T-Mac. Yeah, I take that back, bro. Like, this is definitely the hardest hitting beat either way. Probably my favorite beat is still gonna be Chances, but like the most aggressive beat, like, it just sounds so heavy. Definitely has to go back to Shot of Flow. But let me know down below in the comment section, man, your thoughts about this project. I feel like he definitely has potential when it comes to his flows, the way he actually uses his cadence. And it's definitely a very good selection of beats. Like, all these beats are hard-hitting, heavy production that I actually do vibe with. But at the same time, I just hope he finds a way to actually make his subject matter and his topics not be so repetitive. Because I do enjoy the consistency when it comes to the production and the flows. I do not enjoy that much the consistency when it comes to his topics. Because it just gets a bit stagnant, like a bit, how do you say that, stagnant? And a bit repetitive overall. And I feel like when you're trying to go further on your career, you definitely will find the improvement when it comes to actually adding more subject matter to your tracks as an artist. He definitely has a long way to go because he's 17. I do feel like my favorite tracks definitely have to be Untold, Step, Click Clack, Shot of Flow, and Chances, with my favorite beat being the Chances beat. That's about it, man. Those are my overall thoughts. Subscribe for some other reactions, some other videos, man. And I'm out, bruh.